Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for April 8, 2024, Hanover biker killed, pillion injured in gun attack. A biker was shot and killed, and a 13-year-old boy shot and injured by unknown assailants on the Salt Spring Main Road in Hanover on Saturday night. The deceased has been identified as 19-year-old Keith Mary, otherwise called Junior, of Green Island in the parish. Reports from the Green Island police are that about 8:38 p.m., Mary was riding a motorcycle along the roadway with a teenager as the pillion when a group of motorcyclists rode up and opened gunfire at them. Mary lost the control of the motorcycle, which then collided into a fence. When the shooting subsided, Mary and the teen were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital, where Mary was pronounced dead and the teenage boy treated and admitted in a stable condition. The Green Island police are investigating. JUTC in mourning after 3 workers die hours apart. Employees of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company have been plunged into mourning following the passing of 3 of their own within a matter of hours. 3 male workers of the state-owned bus company passed away on Saturday in unrelated circumstances. The men have been identified as Adrian Marriott, Winston Malcolm, and Glendon Clark. A co-worker of the men, who spoke with the news under the condition of anonymity as he is not authorized to speak to the media, said Marriott and Malcolm died of natural causes, while Clark fell off a roof in a freak accident. Glendon dropped off of the roof. As me say, him drive the 308 bus past me yard every morning. Him blow him hand and me always tell him say, don't wake up my wife when you are pass. So we always jovial when we see each other at the work or after work, the employee said. He further shared that Marriott was shot 2 years ago but had since returned to the job. However, he said the now deceased was a diabetic. He died in the hospital. Him get shot up one morning at the bus stop, waiting on the staff bus, and a car pass and shoot him up. Anyway, him going to the hospital and him recover, but he was diabetic, said the employee. As for Malcolm, known affectionately as Sleepy, the co-worker said he passed away following an operation, adding that the deaths have cast the gloom over JUTC staff. Sleepy was a driver, the manager's brother. Him do an operation. I am off to work now and me don't even feel the vibes to go to work, but me go and sit down with the rest of the staff them today, the employee said, adding that the loss of his co-workers hit especially hard because they enjoyed a sense of camaraderie. The news reached out to the JUTC for comment, but the head of communications said that she could not immediately speak on the incidents. St. Mary Football Association mourns the sudden death of exemplary administrator. The St. Mary Football Association has been plunged into mourning following the sudden death of one of its long-serving employees. Administrative assistant Melanie Henry passed away suddenly over the weekend, the Jamaica Football Federation said in a news release on Sunday. Henry was the administrative assistant of the St. Mary Association for 14 years and played an integral role in organizing events in the parish, said the JFF, which also offered condolences to the parish FA, family and the close friends of Henry. On behalf of the Jamaica Football Federation, we would like to send our deepest condolences to the St. Mary Football Association over the passing of Melanie Henry. Administrative assistants form an integral role of any organization, and Melanie was someone who demonstrated high levels of professionalism and a great work ethic, JFF General Secretary Dennis Chung said. The St. Mary Football Association was high in praise for Henry's work. Her passing has shocked us. Miss Henry was an exemplary administrator and a selfless individual who went above and beyond the call of duty to ensure that things were in place. She made life easier for clubs, executives, and administrators. She was indeed a walking encyclopedia for football in the parish, the association said in a statement. 12 killed in road crashes last week, says RSU. 12 people were killed in motor vehicle crashes during the week ending Friday, April 5, as the carnage continues unabated on the nation's roads. The most recent victims include 3 people from the Thompson Pen community in St. Catherine who perished in a 4-vehicle bang-up on the Roaring River Main Road in St. Anne on April 3. A 6-year-old boy and the 3 females are also numbered among the dead, according to the latest statistics released on Friday by the Island Traffic Authority's Road Safety Unit. Last week's victims included 2 motorcyclists, 3 private motorcar drivers, 3 passengers of private motorcars, 1 pedestrian, 1 pillion rider, and the driver of a commercial motor vehicle. The RSU is reporting that 112 people have been killed in 96 fatal crashes since the start of the year. It is also reporting that fatal crashes have decreased by 5%, while fatalities are down 2% when compared to the corresponding period in 2023. Overall, the RSU said fatalities for 2024 are projected to decrease by 2% when compared with 2023. Up to April 5, pedestrians accounted for 16% of the road fatalities since the start of the year. Motorcyclists accounted for 36%, private motor vehicle drivers accounted for 18%, and the passengers of private motor vehicles accounted for 13%. Golding again calls for Speaker to withdraw letter of reprimand sent to Clerk of the Houses of Parliament. Opposition leader Mark Golding is renewing his call for Speaker of the House of Representatives Juliet Holness to withdraw her published letter to Clerk of the Houses of Parliament Valerie Curtis. Mrs. Holness issued the letter of reprimand to Ms. Curtis for what she claimed was a dereliction. Last month in the House of Representatives, the opposition called for the withdrawal of this letter, saying it violates well-established public sector employment practices and amounts to nothing short of reprehensible maladministration and an abuse of power. In a media release on Sunday, Mr. Golding said the repercussions of the Speaker's conduct extend beyond the clerk. The opposition leader contends that the Speaker's failure to retract the letter so far has deepened the breach of trust that has already been eroded by the irregular process concerning the 2 Auditor General reports. Ms. Curtis, who was appointed Clerk of the Houses of Parliament on July 23, 2021, retired last Saturday.
It has given rise to significant consternation within the public service, as not only was it issued without proper legal authority, but it also seriously violates basic principles of good employment relations in the public sector. Such actions, particularly from an elected official holding the high office of Speaker of the House, seriously erode public trust and confidence in our democratic institutions. It is imperative that we hold our leaders to high standards of good governance and accountability. In light of these developments, the opposition reiterates its demand for the immediate withdrawal of the letter by Mrs. Holness. Furthermore, we urge her to issue a public apology to Ms. Curtis as an important step towards healing the wrong done to a senior and highly regarded public servant. Our democracy depends on the integrity and accountability of those in positions of authority. We cannot allow such flagrant disregard for established norms to go unaddressed.
Teenage boy charged with a Chancery Lane murder. A 17-year-old boy has been slapped with several charges following the shooting death of a man on Chancery Lane, Kingston on Tuesday, March 12. The deceased has been identified as the 36-year-old Damian Palmer. The Kingston Central Police report that about 12:50 p.m., Palmer was standing along the roadway among a group of friends when the teen and other men armed with guns opened fire, hitting him. Palmer was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Following investigative leads, the teen was charged whilst in custody for another crime, the police said. He was charged with murder, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. His court date is being arranged, the police said.